F1619. We all know about induction cooktop, no?
Deepa,
Mm.
somewhat increase your volume. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
It's a completely full volume, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Then speak.
Here, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
Inside a single burner induction cooktop, only place a copper wire, no? Um, a copper wire is placed under the cooktop, and it is producing an and we pass the alternating electric current passes to the induction cooktop. Um, mm, an induction burner contains a magnetic field, uh, produces magnetic field because of the wireless inductors is connected to the induction cooktop. Only the metal pan only heat up, and all the energies are goes into the directly to the cooktop. In the coil were produce high voltages and at high frequencies. Uh, ma'am, next slide, ma'am.
Mm.
Here we use the DC rectifier is used to convert the alternating current, which periodically in a reverse direction, which means direct current only, which flows only one direction. DC filter tanks help us to filter the DC current, and we are used here IGBT because of what means at high current density and lower saturation voltage must be selected to the minimize conduction list. A induction cooking application, we used IGBT components to get started quickly with own induction cooking top. It is a bipolar transistor. Here induction coil were used because of producing high voltages at high frequencies. Um, mm, Induction coil helps us to cook the food more quickly and losses the less heat. Here we used ADC because of digital converter, analog to digital converter. It is very useful feature that converts analog voltage. Here we used a Arduino based on a 10-bit resolution. Mm, Here we give only a AC input, 18 voltage and 5 voltage. That's only, ma'am.
Yeah. Good, Deepa. She have
Yes.
explained that how induction cooktop using pick. I think she have put the manufacturer of pick. Who is manufacturer of pick? Ma? Manufacturer of
Ma'am,
pick microcontroller.
manufacturer of, I think I forget the
Mic
name.
Microchip.
Um,
Yeah, given here, na?
yes, ma'am.
Microchip is
Yes,
the
ma'am.
manufacturer. I think this diagram is
Yes.
very good. Actually, she have she have shown what is the inside part of the induction cooktop, and this is the coil they were going to heat, and the cooling fan
Yes, ma'am.
arrangement, switching arrangements, and the rectifier circuit and all. But while I move on to the block diagram, you just see she have rectified the voltage, and that is filter out, and they have used the resonant converter circuit to heat the induction coil. Are you clear, ma? So to heat the induction coil they use the resonant converter circuit. The resonant converter switches is IGBT. That IGBT, the PWM pulse has to received by the IGBT, that is generated by PIC microcontroller. Did anyone remember CCP1? What is CCMA? CCP unit. What is CCP unit? Did you remember? Capture, compare PWM pulses. So using that particular unit only, it is generating the pulses for the IGBT. And I told you I needed two waves while I want to use the capture, compare PWM unit. One is reference wave and another one is carrier wave. So carrier wave will be generated and the reference wave will be obtained from the circuit, and that will be compared and PWM pulse will be generated. And we all know, when you see the display of the induction, it will be in the value of normal analog value only, it will put that. But my microcontroller can understand only digital, that's why it is converted into digital value. Okay. And one more thing, for fan, inside the fan also, it is also controlled by means of switch, that's why PWM pulse is also given, and through that the fan will be activated. Are you clear? I think I can understand what is inside the induction cook stove of using microcontroller. So nothing but here, PIC microcontroller doesn't serve any intelligent technique. But only thing is, we have so many modes in the induction cook stove. So to that, I have to switch on, switch off. I have to increase my on time and off time of the switches. So that is only controlled by the CCP, capture, compare, PWM unit. Okay, ma. Yeah, very good, very good. Actually, you have explained, you have chosen some unique topic, Deepa. No one have touched this area. So very good. And Shushant, are you here, Shushant? Shushant? Actually, your class is over, Amma. Whether your class is over for you? Okay, I will take the classes. Okay. So I think today the strength is somewhat 47. So far, I am taking the classes only for 10 students. So one day, what we did an online tool to how to get the output using Arduino and all. And someday we discussed with the question paper, and some students have taken the seminar and all. Okay. So Shushant is absent. Jay Surya. Jay Surya.
Hello.
Are you ready, Jay Surya?
No, ma'am, actually I didn't.
Why,
I
ma?
forgot. I forgot it, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Forgot how the reasons you are saying.
No, ma'am. Actually, I'm not feeling well. Forgot it.
Okay, so try to present on Monday. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Kishan Sango? No. Okay, so I think I will directly go on to the fourth unit, ma. Only I think whoever absent, I have some glimpse on that particular PPT, and then we move on to the topic. Okay, so I will. So please listen, ma. It's a very, very important topic. So I think this is the topic we were seeing. I think last previous till previous week we covered all this. Okay, distributed embedded system, embedded networking, RS-232 and RS-445, I2C, and CAN. We discussed. So I think I have completed a serial peripheral interface, and USB. I just started the USB and Ethernet. So this three serial protocol we have to see. So I will have some important because I told you RS-232, I2C, SPI, USB, CAN, Ethernet. So using the six serial protocol, definitely one question will be there. Are you clear? So you have to learn all the six serial protocol very well. Then only you can able to understand. So I think I will directly move on to SPI. So CAN and all we have discussed. CAN is used in automobile industry, and I square C inter-integrated circuits. It is very well used in digital TV tuners, video decoders, audio processor, and all. So we have a two kind of operation. Master slave operation is there. Multi-master operation is also there. Okay, so we have seen there is only two line in I square C. One is serial data line, and another one is serial clock pulse. Okay, so next we will move on to the SPI. Actually, some of them have attended on the SPI. So I will tell you what is SPI and the important points. Then I will move on to the USB. Then we will see about Ethernet. So students, please listen. So far I have covered three serial protocol. So today I decided to cover three serial protocol, and that three totally from serial protocol, definitely one question will come. So you have to know what is happening. You all know why we were going for the networking and all, while we want to communicate with the system, and if you want to execute um, anything, and we have to control the peripheral devices, definitely I need a serial protocol. Okay, so one of the serial protocol is SPI. So the full form for SPI is synchronous peripheral interface. Okay, so this protocol is defined and developed by Motorola. You all know in the generation of microcontroller, Motorola, Zilog, Intel have been in the place. They have developed so many microcontroller and all, but still now the microcontroller which is popular will be Intel, Arduino, Raspberry Pi, PIC microcontroller, ARM7. Who is annotating, mom? I think the annotate option is okay. So see, you are in a final year, not first year. I'd so listen well. Don't annotate. Okay, I ask you to take seminar for 5 minutes, only for 5 minutes, and that's I have told only the embedded applications. So while I'm taking the day thing, nearly 21 students have taken. So you just see nearly 75 students were pending. So still I have allocating, and you people were saying, ma'am, so preparing some three slides, it's very difficult for you. But you even know you have to work from next year onwards. You have to join in any one of the job. You can't able to sit in your home, and you can't able to expect your money from your parents. So you are all grown up. Okay. So don't do this kind of activities. So I think the Motorola have been developed the microcontroller. So SPA and I square C both are working in master slave. So master slave means only one master will be there. The all other devices are slave devices. So master only control the slave devices. So both I square C and SPA only working in the mode. The other serial communication protocol, we don't have a such a thing. And one more thing is it is also capable. Generally comparing with I square C, it can transfer several megabit per second. Okay, but RS-232 and RS-485 will transfer kilobit per second, but I square C and SPI will be transfer megabit per second. Okay, and when you see I square C, we have only two wire. Okay, but here we have a four wire communication. We need a four wire is that. Okay, and now I have gave some introduction about SPA. What I told you, master slave that there, and I can transfer maximum 8 to 16-bit data length. I can transfer depending upon the logic. Sometime MSB they will keep first, or LSB first to transfer the data. And I told you it is developed in mid 1980s. So they developed this SPA on mid 1980s. Okay, and full duplex. Okay, you all know what is full duplex. Two-way communication is there. master slave architecture. You all remember it is having master slave. So one master and all slaves are there. But I square C we have a multi master. That means two master can be there. That is the thing. Okay. And now you just see this is my important diagram of uh, that is SPI. I told you 4-wire communication. So there only 2-wire SDA and SCL, serial data line and a serial clock pulse. Here SCLK, that is means serial clock. You all know this is my master device and this is my slave device. So you can easily sell. The clock will output from the master to slave. Okay, MOSI, that means master. You see the arrow mark is outward. Master out, slave in. MISO na master in, slave out. SS bar, slave select. Okay, which slave have I have to select? Okay, so nearly some 15 to 20 devices are there. Na? I have to select slave 1 or slave 2, slave 3. Because in I square C, we don't have the slave select. We will tell the address. Okay, like your register number. So I will send the address to the slave devices. So if any one slave device address is matched with the master address, then what happen? It will send the acknowledgement signal. How that will be I square C will work? I think I will show you the figure. I think you can remember. What happened now? First master will send the slave address. Okay, once any one of the slave devices match with the slave address, it will send the acknowledgement signal. Then it will send the data signal. Then I told you it will send the multiple data or multiple slave address. Anything is possible in I square C. But when you go with SPI, it is not sending the address. It is not sending because on yesterday I have only 15 students are there. So I didn't call the register number. I know the name of them and 15 students now it is easy for me to communicate. But when I go with I square C, some 127 devices I can able to connect. So 127 devices now remembering the slave 1, slave 2 is very difficult. So how it will communicate now? Through address. Are you clear? So less number of students now we will call the name. More number of students now we will call the register number. The same way, I square C will give priority on calling the slave address. When the slave addresses matches, the particular slave will send the acknowledgement signal. So you just see this is the master slave. So first it will send the clock pulse, then it will send the data to slave. Sometimes slave will send the data to master. If a particular slave device has to be selected, I have to select SS bar. So 4 lines. Remember all the 4 lines. Very important thing. Serial clock, master out, slave in, master in, slave out, slave select. Okay. Now I told you this is the steps of data transmission. Okay. So first SCLK. SCLK means I told you master will send the clock pulse to slave devices. Now I have shown only with one single slave device, but we can able to connect multiple slave device. Okay. Master out, slave in. Okay, and you just see my master output is given to slave. So if particular slave has to be selected, I'm using slave select. CS means what, ma? What is CS? What is the meaning for CS, ma? What is the meaning for CS? What is the meaning for CS? What is the meaning for CS, ma? No one is inside the class, ah. CS na another. What is mean by CS? Ilakya, what is CS, ma? It is not a new abbreviation here. Today only you are hearing.
Ma'am,
CS na anadma.
ma'am,
You are all
control signal.
not control signal. Chip select. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Chip select. Did you remember? SS means slave
Okay.
select. Okay. So normally slave select or chip select they were using. So first it will send the clock pulse. Then it will select the slave device. Which slave device I have to communicate. Then the master sending the data to slave. Okay. Similarly, slave can send the data to master because it is a full duplex communication. Master to slave is also possible. Slave to master is also possible. And I told you MSB first here and here LSB first, depending upon the communication they were saying. Now you see this diagram. I have connected how many slave devices? 3 slave devices. So you just see slave select 1 means slave 1 will selected. Slave select 2 na slave 2 device will be selected. Slave select 3 na slave 3 devices will be selected. Are you clear? So I want to select which slave device. I have to use that particular slave select. And one more thing, SCLK slave, that is I told you serial clock pulse, blue color line that you see, all the slave device has to be connected through serial clock pulse, which is a, sorry, not blue color line, no one have noticed, it is a red color line. Okay, so it is that is all my master devices synchronized with my slave devices. Then master can send the output to slave device through the green color line. Master out, slave in. MISO means what? Master in, slave out. Okay. And I told you what are the applications. So you can see various applications are there. You all know the interfacing serial communication protocol is very much important. Nowadays, we were having how to communicate. We are having one mobile phone in the sense means we can able to find out our locations, not only our locations, any transactions or any other communication has to be done, that is with the help of all this communication protocol. So it plays a vital role on in the development of the embedded as well as in IoT. So today all will have um, all having a main thing is one communication is needed between the devices now. Serial communication protocol is very very important. So you have seen where my SPI is used. You all remember RS-232, what is my maximum length ma? What is my maximum length I can transfer my data?
50 meters, ma'am.
50 feet. Okay, 50 feet to forest 445, 4000 feet. But you all understand SPI I square C na, it will be used only inside the instrument. So less than 1 meter. I can transfer my data less than 1 meter only, not much. That's why this SPI and I square C can transfer some several megabit per seconds. Okay. So megabit per second means what? 10 power 6 bit per second. Kilobit na 10 power 3 kilo bits per second. Megabit na 10 power 6 bit per second. Okay. So you have seen it is used to connect the memories and lenses, audio, DAC, ADC, various sensors, some video game controllers. Okay. Or I want to manage any data inside the LCD. So I can connect all my peripheral devices using SPI. Okay. And this is the inside of master and slave. I am saying my data is sent, my data is received and all. You all know sending and receiving, we always need a register. So to store that particular value, we need a buffer register. Similarly, here also we have a synchronous serial port shift register and synchronous serial port buffer register. It is always used to hold the data, not other purpose. I want to store my data inside my register. Already in 8051 we have seen serial communication, we have some serial buffer register. So similarly here, there SDO, serial data out, SDI, serial data in. Okay, think this is the inside of master slave. I have put several advantages and disadvantage. Full duplex communications, and mainly the advantages there means here I can have a full duplex and I can maximum transfer 8 to 16 bit, and I need a 4-wire communication to transfer. But while we are looking, and it can transfer several um, megabit per second. And one more thing, arbitration logic is needed. I told you arbitration means judgment. Okay, priority, that is the meaning for that. So which slave devices I have to immediately communicate, that will be decided by master. So that is available in the I square C, sorry, or not I square C, SPI. Okay. And you have seen this is very important diagram. Can anyone tell what is happening inside this diagram? All diagrams, data are there. Anyone ma? Please refer the diagram and tell me. 3R serial communication protocol, how it is happening. Supriya, yeah, tell me. Whoever, whoever.
Ma'am, in I square C we had a master
Master.
And where we can control all the devices with the help of two wires.
Yeah, very good. What are
And
the two
in
wires?
SDA and SCL, ma'am.
Very good.
And in SPI, we had a master slave called RPA.
Yes.
And we had normally we used to have 4 wires.
4 wire, but if we want to communicate with the other device,
extra 2 devices.
yeah,
Extra
yeah,
2
yeah.
wires were there.
4 wire
Serial.
only. 4 wire only. What are the 4 wires?
Serial clock. Master out, slave in.
Very good.
Master and slave out.
And chip select or
chip
slave select.
Okay.
Okay. And then.
And UART, universal asynchronous receiver and transmitter.
Okay.
Where it consists of 2 bits, we can control only single device.
Okay. Transmission pen and
receiver
pen.
ground.
So I think you all understand very good, Jay Prakash. He have explained very well. So it is half duplex communication and it is full duplex communication, and UART also full duplex communication. You have seen 2 wire communication, 4 wire communication, and this is also 2 wire along with the ground wire. So our number of devices connected, we use the particular chip select line to control my slave devices. Okay, and I have given you these 2 are very short distance only we will use. Okay, UART is not like that. We can go for a long wire of transmission. I can use UART, but I2C and SPI is always used for short. It is used inside the instrument, so less than 1 meter only it will be used. Okay. Now you can compare I2C with SPI. This also anyone can explain, ma? Anyone? Anyone kindly explain? I think I gave the thing what he have explained. No one. The points were there. You can't able to tell the difference. Harshavardhan. Register number 34, Harshavardhan. Yeah, you tell ma.
Ma'am.
Yeah, tell me the difference between. Can you able to view the screen? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me. I2C full form. I2C full form.
Inter.
Yeah.
Inter integrated circuit, ma'am.
Very good, very good. SPI?
Serial peripheral interface, ma'am.
What I have started on serial peripheral interface. Okay, then.
I2C is slow in speed, ma'am, compared to SPI.
Okay.
And it is half duplex, and SPI is full duplex.
Okay, see na, it will transfer also megabit per second, but comparing with SPI also megabit per second, but it is several. It will be different. Okay, it will be differ. Okay, half duplex, full duplex. Then.
And I2C consumes more power compared to SPI.
And the point.
I2C can do multitasking easily.
Not multitasker, multi-master.
Multi-master.
If 2 staff is come inside, you can't. That is multi-master. In our classroom, if I am the only staff is there, so single master. If 2 staffs come inside, who you will respond? That is the multi-master. So 2 microcontroller will be there to control the slave devices. So multi-master can be used usually, but here it is difficult to implement. But you have skipped this point. Recure 2 line. Now only Jay Prakash told. What are the 2 line, ma? SDA and SEL. SELK. Only 2 line lines are there, but here 4 lines. This is one of the important 2 mark I2C and SPI difference oftenly they will ask. Okay, then additional signal select line um, not required if devices is increased. Can you understand or not? Because here only we were using slave select line, but there we are not using the slave select line. We use only the address to communicate the slave devices. Here we always use the address to communicate. Are you clear? But here it's not like that. Okay, here we will use the slave select line to communicate the slave devices. So important to mark. Okay. Yesterday, I think I have started. Yeah, thank you, Harshavardhan. Mute your mic, ma. USB. Okay. Um, I think I told you I have yesterday I have started USB you are using in your day-to-day life. Am I correct or not? Am I correct or not, man?
Yes, ma'am.
Universal serial bus.
Serial.
Okay, you all know this serial communication protocol we have seen. It will be developed in the year of 1980s, 1970s and all. But when I go with USB, it is developed in the year of 1997. So after till 2019 also, we are developing a USB and we were increasing the speed of USB. Oh, okay. So I told you yesterday, I gave a brief introduction on USB. Okay, today I do actually I told from how we have stored the data. Our end user, I'm saying, magnetic tape we used. There we stored. Then floppy disk we moved. Then CD we moved. Now we don't have anything. Everything is replaced by USB. You have seen it is developed and it is practiced in the year of 2000 only. Then slowly it begin easy to use. So now we were using only USB port to store any data. We don't need any floppy disk. We don't have any CD and all. So I think this is the futures. Um, Single connector type I told you, very easy. I can connect only single connector that is compatible to use with all peripheral devices. So I told you yesterday I have used two USB port to connect to this system. One is I am connecting my headphone and another my LAN cable is also connected through USB port. So when you see that all laptops are having two USB port and system having four USB port, I think that is the point is there. Here don't have the such a point. No, I don't know. Okay, single connector, USB all single connector. It is compatible to use with all. Then I can need not reboot the system. Need not reboot while I'm connecting. Even some software is installed, we have to reboot it. But if I connect to any USB devices, you need not to reboot. It is easily plug and unplug. Okay, it is easy to plug and unplug, and you need not to put any software for this USB port. It automatically identify, configure and load the value. That is the another advantage. And you have seen USB is transferring 480 megabit per second. Actually USB also we have a so many version. USB 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. That's why the speed of the USB is get increased. But it is saying the high speed is 480 megabit per second. But even now we have a gigabit per second USB port is available. Nearly 127 peripheral devices I can connect through USB. It is identified. Okay, and we all know USB will get the power from the host devices, or else it have a built-in power supply also. Easy to use, low cost. I think the futures are not much different. And this is I have explained yesterday, I think so. You have seen USB 1.0 January 1996, 1.1 1998, 2.0 April 2000, and now we have USB 3.0. Okay, so USB 3.0 now the speed is increases to 4.8 gigabit per second. You have seen developed in 1996. And one more thing I didn't tell one important point. Okay, yeah, USB 1.0, 1.1, 2.0, 3.0, and now we have 4.0, 5.0 also. till August 2019, the USB has been identified, and it is released with high speed. You just see, it is in the low speed channel. Low speed channel means what? In megabit per second. It is equivalent to the speed of I2C and SPI. Then it is increased to full speed. Then it is increased to high speed. Now we have a top rate speed in a USB. It is very easy. Only why USB is still popular now, after all developing the communication protocol, till USB is very popular due to the speed, size, cost, and easy to connect and disconnect. Okay, I told you, plug and unplug. It is that is the very important thing why till USB is popular. Okay, and USB having four wire system, right? Four pathway. Always we know supply and ground. Then another one is D plus and D minus. Okay, so D plus and D minus nothing but it will transfer the data. So USB have four wire system, supply, ground, D plus, D minus. Okay. Okay, and USB host controlled. Host means here what is my host, ma? If I am connecting with my system, my PC will be the host. Okay, if I am connecting to the my mobile will be the host. If I am connecting to my laptop will be the host. So wherever I am connecting my USB port, that particular device will become a host device. Here master slave means inside the SPI we have a master control, means one we have definitely a microcontroller will be there. It will control the other slave peripheral devices connected to that. But here it is not like that. Can you understand or not? So where I am connecting with the computer, na computer will become host. With laptop, na laptop will become host. With my mobile phone, na mobile phone will become a then. And one more thing, the implementation of USB is Apple. Apple have a develop. Apple as Apple Desktop Bus have start implemented the idea of USB, and it is accepted by the all association of the serial protocol, and it is begin to practice. Okay, this is I told you the speed of the USB: full speed, high speed, and all 1.5, 12, 480, and now it is gigabit per second. Okay, so you have seen that till in the speed is got increasing. Okay, and USB version 1, it is developed in 1998, low and full speed. USB 2.0 is the high speed USB. Okay, now we are seeing that you all see hub. Through the hub only we will connect the peripheral devices. I told you host device, where I am connecting my USB is the host devices. And you all know, in my system now I can have a desktop, now I can have four USB port will be there, where I can connect my monitor, keyboard, printer, and all I can connect. But when I look with the laptop, I have only two USB port will be there. When I took the mobile phone, there will be only one USB port will be there. So depending upon the device, I can have the USB port in the particular devices. Bus powered, self powered. Very easy. Self powered means built in power supply. Bus powered na it draws from the host computer. So whenever see this I'm using this headphone now, I won't charge the headphone because I have a USB port there, I will connect with my system. So how it will get the power now? Through the host computer my headphone will be get charged. So that is bus powered. Self powered na it is have a built in power supply. So when you go with some USB, we have some pen drives and all that we have a built-in power supply. So automatically the data will be stored with inside. Then architecture of USB that I have told you, hub will be there. I can connect with my various my peripheral devices. You just see, this is about USB. I told you host. To host, I can connect various my hubs, and through various node I have connect. So host is responsible for powering the USB. Are you clear, ma? Host is responsible for powering the USB, powering the nodes. They were saying we don't have any alternate power source. I can't able to charge this headphone through some other power supply. So the USB is the only device to charge this headphone. So 120 devices. I told you I can connect maximum 127 devices and 4 wire. I told you two for supply and two for the data. Okay, plug and play. That is, you have to you always you have to identify USB have a plug and play is there. Okay, and you have a product ID, vendor ID. For each USB, it have a product ID, because once I'm connecting my USB port to this computer, it will identify what kind of microcontroller. So that is my product ID, vendor ID. Once my so that is very very important. So depending, that has also identified by the USB. Okay, so vendor ID I told you, because so many vendors were through that they will communicate. So VID I told, and see, some of the organization provide extra vendor ID for non-commercial activities such as teaching and research process. Also, they were using the separate USB implementation, and you just see this diagram. Okay, tier one, tier two, host. Host is my system. It's a my root tier. Okay, tier means when it drives the high quality memory chip, and it is mainly thing is it can able to connect with the various nodes. Okay, nowadays so many flash drives on the market. You have seen olden days we have only 2 GB pen drive. Now we are having 32, 64 GB pen drive and all. It is equivalent to our hard disk and all. We don't need a hard disk. USB port can save that much of data inside that. So here you have seen through the hub I can connect one node. Now through hub to hub also I can connect. Two hub to nodes also I can connect. I can connect various USB devices to through one single host I can connect. So this is my root tier, and these are the my following tiers are there. Okay, this is called as a star topology. I think you have seen USB. You have a some doubt. Some of the USB having this type of sockets, and some of the USB having this type of sockets. You all know USB having how many wires, ma? How many wires will be in the USB? Anyone tell how many wires are there? How many wires are there, ma?
4, otherwise 2, ma'am.
Only 4 wires, not two. Are you clear? USB having only 4 wire, one supply, ground, data plus, data minus. So if it like this, see, this is my supply one, ground, data plus, data minus. Through that I will connect to my host computer. Or sometime if I'm having the USB like this now, one to the upside and down we have a 4 wire, so it always having a 4 wire. So you can see this type of USB port, and you can see this type of USB port, but both are USB port, but this is called as a type A USB, and this is called as a type B USB. So all are USB only, all having four. Here it will be in a vertical, but here up and down side we have. That is the only thing. So not in vertical, horizontal. Here it is in horizontal, and here it is in ups and downs will be there. So you can find out various USB, and now you can see I have mini A, mini B USB also there. So how type A, type B, and micro USB are there. So see, the micro USB 2007, in the smartphones they introduced in 2007, where I can use my USB port inside the Android phone also they have developed. So not only with the host system. So mini USB means it's a small connection type, mainly for mobile devices. Have you seen some of the USB USB for what I can say, some of the what we used to say, pen drive. Yeah, that word I'm not getting. Pen drive, we will connect directly in the mobile phones also. So how means they have a smaller connection type, but it comes under the USB only. So even I can use my we have a two way of pen drive is there. Okay, one way I can connect in my computers, and another port where I can connect in my mobile phones. So nowadays mini, micro and all, mainly that type of USB is developed to connect the mobile phones. So if I'm connecting in my mobile phone, that will act as a host device for the USB. Okay, now you have to know all this communication is happening now. How it is happening now? Some protocol is there. Okay, message I have to send. So for example, one staff will read only the name, one staff will read the register number. Okay, so one staff won't read anything, just they will see the participants list. So the same way, if I take can, we have a start frame, end frame. Okay, inside between that data frame will be there, cycle redundancy check will be there, acknowledgement will be there. Okay, so many things available in can message frame. So each and every protocol have different message frame. Similarly, my USB also have a different packet types. We used to say packet, not message. It's a packet type. Are you clear? So when you see a UART, we have a start of the bit, end of the bit, in between that data bit will be there, then after that we have a parity bit will be there. So that is the communication of the UART. When I take I square C, we have a start bit, stop bit will be there, then I will send the address, then there is acknowledgement from the slave, then I will send the data. So this is the message frame of I square C. But USB have a different packet, not token packet, data packet, handshake packet, start of frame packet. Are you clear? Token packet, it indicates the type of transaction. Okay, data packet, what the data contains. Handshake packet, acknowledgement with all I have received my data. And this is a indicate the start of a break. So we have a different packets are there. So I think I will zoom it for you. Mm. Can you able to see, ma? This is my token packets will be there. Message frame we used to say na, instead of message frame I'm using the word token packets. So you all know it is has to be synchronized. Okay, and address should be there. Okay, and end of the EAENDP and EOP, this is end of the packet will be there. Okay, and cycle redundancy check is also there. So this token packet, what it will inform now, it will inform the USB device that host wishes to read the information, send the information and control the information. We have a three options while we are putting USB. Whether we will read, we won't copy, we will directly read from the USB, that is read information. The next one is we will send the information to the host, that is send information. And another one is begin to control. So we have a three type of token packets, in, out and all. So this synchronous PID, address, NP, CRC, UOP, that we will see in detail what are they. Okay. Okay. Yes. S, Y, and C. We always use S, Y, and C is synchronize. All packet must start with synchronize, because once I'm connecting into my host device, definitely the USB port has to be synchronized with my host device. Okay, whether it is 8-bit long or 32-bit long. That means what they are saying now, low speed, full speed, high speed. Can you understand or not? The speed of the USB, whether it is transferring in megabit per second or gigabit per second. So once I connect the USB, that has to be identified with my host device and it will be synchronized. So first, while I'm connecting the USB, the speed of the USB is identified and synchronized with the host device. Then PID. The next one is PID. Okay, PID means packet identifier. So packet identifier means whether I have received all my device is correct or not. So that is packet identifier. So we have a 4 bits is the packet identifier there, and another 4 bit is same thing will be complemented. Okay, so packet identifier is you identify the type of packet. Type of packet means I have explained previous only, whether I have to read the information or whether I have to send the I told you na 3 way, whether I have to read the information or send the information or I have to transfer the information. So that will be identified by here. So PID means packet identifier. What is the purpose of that now? Reading the information, sending the information, and as well as transferring the information. Then address, you all know the address is very much important. So how it is communicating, I told you 120 devices is supported now. We all know 120 devices now. Can you tell me in hexadecimal what is the equivalent value of 127, ma? Anyone tell? 256 na, what is the maximum value, ma? 256 in decimal na, what is the value in hexadecimal? 256 in decimal na, what is the value in hexadecimal?
Yes, 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 yes.
Very good, ma. FFF.
Yes, yes.
That is hexa. I told you now 127 devices. So what is the na 7F? Okay, 7 now. What is the value in decimal binary, ma? 1, 1, 1, and F ku 1, 1, 1, 1. So totally they specify 7 bits for address. Okay, that's why they are allocated 7 bits long, and how many devices? 120 devices will be supported. ENDP. This is end point. That means now the device will be going to end here. So that is end point. Okay, so I have explained all this 4 field I have explained. What are the field, ma? Synchronized. It has to synchronize with low speed, high speed, or full speed. PID, packet identifier, whether I have to send or receive or begin to transfer. Address, how many device I have transfer. Maximum 127 devices and 7 bit length. Okay, NDP means what? End point. Okay, then the next one is data field. Okay, data field, I told you the data field is very important, where I can have to transfer the data. So data is very much important to communicate between the device to particular peripheral devices where I'm connecting. I want to transfer the data. So they are saying that the data field will vary from 0 to 1024 bytes. You just imagine the other communication protocol will transfer 8 bit or 16 bit. Okay, or sometime when you take can, it can transfer maximum 64 bit, but it will transfer 1024 bytes. That means what? 1024 into 8. You just imagine that number of bits will be transferred by the USB. That's why USB is can transfer some gigabit per second. That is the only thing, is because the data field length is comparatively very higher than other serial communication protocol. Okay, CRC, cycle redundancy check, it is always used to check the data bit. Okay, so the all token packets have 5 bit, data packet have 16 bit. To check the CRC will check the parity, sum of the error. So it is only to check whether all the data transferred is correct or not. Okay, and then frame number. I told you start of the frame, end of the frame will be there. So the maximum, the frame number is 7FF. 7FF means the value will be 2047. That is mainly for a host. Okay, so how we were transferring the data and all, na, depending upon the host frame only, they will fix this frame number. Okay, then EOP means end of the packet. Okay, so you all understand, these are all the communication between happening between the message frame of USB port. Okay, then now we were using wireless USB. I think, have you heard about this, ma? We always know about wired USB, but today's generation is about wireless USB. Some wireless USB is there. I can have a connection from host to devices. I think you all know some of the wirelesses, printer. You have seen nowadays we have a wireless printer. Have you heard about that, ma? We need not to connect system to printer and all. We have a wireless, so through that I can connect my printer through mobile phone, and also we can take the printer. I think you have searched nowadays wireless printer is also very popular, where we can take the printout. So wireless USB become very popular due to the nature, game controller, printer, scanner, digital camera, MP3 player, hard drive disk, and flash drives and all. They were using wireless USB, and now wireless USB become a place. I think all USB will be replaced, and where I can keep and I can get my data and transfer the data. So wireless USB is also become very popular. Okay, they use ultra wide bandwidth radio platform to transfer the data from host to device or device to host. So these are the some advantages of and disadvantages of USB. You have seen very what is advantage. So many advantage we can see. I told you all the advantages, but disadvantages, the data transfer not as fast some other system. Sometime it will take even my host device is not much speed. It is not compatible. It is very difficult to transfer. And one more thing is, he doesn't have any broadcasting future. For example, if I am transferring host to peripheral, we can transfer the entire data, then we will get the response only. So individual message, individual file is transferred and all, we won't get the communication between host and peripheral. And one more thing is limited capability. If 8 GB na, I can transfer, I can handle only 7 GB of data only, not more than that I can't use. So that is only thing is limited capability upon the USB devices. Okay, what is the time? Anyone is going to take ma seminar? Anyone prepared? Actually Ethernet is the only topic is left out. Okay, I will cover it on Monday. Okay, we completed all the topics in the fourth unit, except Ethernet. You have seen that Ethernet is the only topic that I will cover on Monday. Monday, you have any placement classes, ma? Students, Monday, you have any placement classes? Yes or no? No response. Aruna Devi, tell me, Monday you have a class or not? Yeah, tell me.
Up to now, they didn't inform anything, ma'am. But suddenly, tomorrow classes means today they will send, ma'am, for placement.
Okay. Anyway, ma, Ethernet I will take on Monday, because now I start. It's very difficult. See, nearly 5 students have not submitted the assignment, ma. Why tomorrow? Today I will. Akash Singh is here. Akash. Akash. Akash is not there. He never attend the class. Hmm. Okay. Inform him. Vanmati. Vanmati, why she didn't submitted, ma? Vanmati is there. Oh, it's okay. So inform Akash Singh, Vanmati and all. They have to submit. Okay. Now anyone is willing to, actually I have allocated some of the students. Today I told 2 students to take. Jayashurya didn't prepare. Sushant is here, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you prepared?
No, ma'am.
Why, Sushant? Why?
Yesterday I thought of preparing, but to have 2 exams for placement, I did not prepare.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Shushant and Jay Surya, prepare on Monday. Are you clear? Okay, I think Aruna Devi, have you prepared? I think last class I have told some students. Deepa K. Deepa K is there. Deepa K. No. Deeparam. Okay, I will announce ma next set of students. Nilofer is there. Ajit Kumar. Ajit Kumar, are you here?
Ma'am.
Tell me, Ajit Kumar. Shivasubramanian, you prepared Shivasubramanian? Tell me, Ajit Kumar. Ajit Kumar, you willing to take? நான் இனிமேதான் எடுக்கணும் 50 நான் எடுத்துட்டு வரேன் அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் இன்னும் எடுக்கல Ajit Kumar, will you take the seminar on Monday?
Ma'am, cognizant tests are there ma'am, today and tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Arun Rao.
Ma'am.
What? You are prepared?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, I will allocate ma. Nilofer is absent. Pandirajan. Nilofer is present or not? Nilofer. Pandirajan. Pandirajan.
Yes,
Yeah. You have to take on Monday. Are you clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Parameshwari. I think Parameshwari have taken. I need not to call her. Pavitra. Pavitra, you will take on Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Pranjit Das. Pranjit Das. No response. Punidavalli have taken. Ragulkar. Ragulkar is not there. Okay. So I will inform the name who have to take on Monday. Shushant. Jayasurya. Okay. Pandiyarajan. And Pavitra. Okay. You all have to prepare on Monday. You have to supposed to take. Yes. And Deepa K. She also didn't take ma. Chandralekha is here. Chandralekha. Chandralekha have taken Chandralekha? You didn't take na? So you have to take on Monday. You didn't take na? So you have to take on Monday. Are you clear? Arun Rao, you also take.
Ma'am, tomorrow and after tomorrow cognizant exam is there.
Arun Rao for you. Okay. Tomorrow. Okay. Then you will be free on Monday na?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but you remember everyone have to take. Who are all taking, I am written their names. So don't think that you will escape from that. And one more thing, 5 assignment yet to be received. Okay, you please. So I think now I will read out the name who are all present. 1 is present. 3, 4, 7, 10, 11. I'm reading only the who are all present. 14, 15, 16, 18, 19. Deep and Ram is there, but while I'm calling, there is no response. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 41, 43, 45, 45, 44, 45, 46, 47 absent, 48 absent, 49 absent, 51, 54, 51 is present, man. I'm reading only the present name. 51, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Six- 61, 63, 65, 69, 71, 70 is absent. Okay. 71, 72, 73, 77, 80, 81, 82, 88, 89, 90, 701, 703. So, sir, 36, sir. Absent மட்டும் 36 பேர். இல்ல பிளேஸ்மெண்ட்லாம் போல. So I think I told some of the name has to Vijay, you too have to join on that. Vijay, you take seminar on Friday, you said. Vijay, are you prepared, Vijay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, will you, can you share?
Monday I will present, ma'am.
Monday. You always postpone.
Monday I will present.
Okay, okay, students.
First time.
So what you do is you are supposed to be prepare well, and you try to improve that. You can understand where various applications they have taken. And one more thing, your examination CAE2, you will get it by